Hello, good morning. Assalamualaikum and selamat berpuasa and happy Ramadan for all of you, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening wherever you are in the world. My name is Mushida.
I'm Sil.
And we are the founders of Love and Respect Transforms Holdings. We have a One Help One model where every training and coaching also contributes to the mindset and skill set training of a marginalized community so that they too can come out of poverty. Now, today's topic is on the topic of social impact. And just before this live, Zil and I were discussing on how should we approach this live? Should we just talk to you all about what we are doing and why? But first of all, I would like to talk about what is social impact, because a lot of people still have some confusion about what social impact is. Yeah.
Before you go into that, I just want to say greetings, hello to everybody who's joining us, as well as right now we are actually at Tanjung Bidara Stables in Melaka. So this is where we keep our horses. As you can see at the back, yes, on my side is Yaksop, and on Mushida's side is Wuhai. Sometimes he comes into the screen. So so that's one of our social impact, where we actually rescue ex-race horses to give them a second chance in life, right? Because some of these ex-race horses, they cannot race, and if they're not cannot race anymore, they are being deleted. So what we do is we actually adopt them, and then we give them a second chance, rehome them to the best place possible, best environment. And so the Tanjung Bidara has the best of both worlds, where they have nice trail rides, also beach ride, as well as they also have very nice natural environment with the air is clean, and there's a nice arena at the back.
Yeah, and do engage with us and let us know if you can hear me, because I'm using this mic. I'm not sure whether I can be heard or not.
Oh no, we didn't on the mic. So okay lah, don't have to use the mic.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you guys can hear, if you can hear us, let us know. If you cannot hear us,
it's not engaged, right?
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
the mic is not on.
Oh, okay. All right. So what I'd like to, I was talking just now about definition of social impact, right? Now, what is social impact? And if you look at it in a lot of like dictionaries or even Google it, right? It says the effect of an organization's work that brings solutions or good effect to the well-being of the community. And a lot of people, they have a confusion about the definition of social impact, and I've realized this through my discussions and conversations with people. They think social impact, helping
just
people,
giving money to a certain,
doing charity, or even part of the proceeds of your business you contribute to orphanage. Now that is part of it, but it is not the whole definition of what a social impact is, or what a company that does social impact, right? It has to be through the work, through your life, through your business. You are actually adding value or creating change for the good of people and planet. And how did we get started? We'll share on this as well, on how this has started. And I found that why we are such big advocates of having social impact, whether you have a business or not, have a social impact in your life, because what it does to you personally is amazing. And I have seen transformations in myself. I've seen transformations in my clients' businesses, in my clients' organizations, those who are in corporates and in they have teams or they have an agency with people, how the engagement and the relationship within these people have also transformed once they got into the mindset and also the effect of doing business with a social impact.
So one of the reasons why we are doing social impact, like Mushida, why we're so advocate, because we also have been through our own challenges in the community. Like when we do social, we see like people who are homeless, people who are like low income. They don't even have enough basic necessities to even have to buy basic necessities like food and all that. So we know exactly what are the challenges in the community. That's why we're actually doing it. Like maybe Mushida can tell her story as well. Like for my story personally, I won't tell the whole story because it's a bit long, but I just make a short version of it. Right, when I was overseas in 2006 to almost 2007, I was homeless. Right, because the reason being was I was doing a business, and then after a while my business failed, and then inevitably I knew that I was going to be homeless because I couldn't like there's no money to pay rent and all this. So eventually I became homeless. But what I did was, when I was homeless, I actually chose the place I'm going to be. I said, if I want to be homeless, I want to choose the best place to be, where I chose a mosque. I went to a mosque to stay in the mosque, and at that point of time, it was very challenging, right? I didn't have any. I was sleeping on the cold floor. I don't have any facilities like bathing facilities, right? But one thing that I have is I did not give up, because I have a lot in my education. I invested a lot in my personal growth development. I went to a lot of seminars. I had a lot of very good mentors who are personal growth as well as for spiritual as well. So I told myself, giving up is not an option. I must do something. So what I was doing at that point of time, there was a pay that time. We don't even have a smartphone at that time. I was using a payphone with coins to call people for appointments for business. At the same time, I was just doing my prayers and everything in the mosque, and I was acting like normal. It's not like I'm sitting in the corner asking for money, putting a bowl there asking for money. I was just acting like normal, but somehow there was some situation that for me right now, I feel it's a miracle, because when you are in that situation, you feel that it's bad and it's very challenging. But then actually for us as Muslims, is Allah is trying to teach us a lesson for us to improve. Right? So for me, my improvement was I almost gave up because I didn't have food at that time. I was so hungry. I think about a few days I didn't really have proper food. I was very hungry. Then I remembered a prayer that my late mother taught me. She said, if you have this challenging and you don't feel there's no way out, you read this prayer. And I said, okay, I tried to read the prayer. I prayed the prayer. And then after the prayer, I found there was a packet of food beside me, you know. There's a packet of food beside me, and I was like so amazed, because in the place there was nobody there, but suddenly there was a packet of food. So I was like, for me, it's a miracle. A lot of people, when I tell this story, they will laugh and they will leave, but if they are not in that situation, they will not know like how the thing that once it happens, it actually will really transform your life. Yeah, so it's behind me, disturbing and behind there. So
he wants to join every time we have a Zoom or a phone call. He also wants to get involved. So is it
so after that incident, right, I said, okay, I made a promise to myself, if I get out of this homelessness, I will want to help people. I want to make it my mission to do a social impact of helping people who are homeless, low income. So that's why when we went back to, that time I was in a foreign country, and I went back to KL 2007 plus. About few years later, once we started building our business, then I started doing social impact, and our first social impact was feeding the homeless, right?
Yeah,
we did. Yeah.
No, we actually did an orphanage.
The orphanage
that
first.
Was orphanage. That was amazing. But I'll tell the story of the orphanage another time. I want to link that to the topic on relationships and how that has worked on.
I want to say hello to some people who's joining. Mel, Zara, Delights, Cik Mi, Sulaiman, thank you for joining. This program, our TikTok we do in English, because we're actually catering to a very wide market. We also have friends in Singapore, in Brunei, in all over the world, America and all that. We want to
Japan.
We want to share with everybody. That's why we use English as a medium. But of course, you are free. If you want to know more of our story, you can DM us. We want to know in Malay. We also can tell in Malay, but we will DM personally, and we will tell you our story and how it can benefit you guys when you are going into the social impact.
And I will also upload this on YouTube. And YouTube, you can actually get subtitles.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's talk about how.
But the benefits also. Maybe you tell a bit of your story and the benefit of that thing.
I have so many stories to tell, and I find that it's just so. The transformation's miraculous, right? But why I've had like some of my beneficiaries, people who are going through a lot of really amazing really terrible challenges, right? Like no money, business was down, and almost homeless. Things like they're gonna close things, and money is almost down the drain. And I've been through that. I've been through a life where I have money. I've lived through it, and I'm living it now, and I'm very grateful. And not having any money, or zero, with no resources, and I've gone through that, and I know how it feels like, and I know how you can actually transform that, whether it is challenges in your business, whether it is challenges in your relationship. And I'm going to talk today about my work with people, and also their mindsets, and also their relationships, and why having that social impact can transform their business and their life. I don't know about you, but when I was down, I've gone through times when I really had no money, and at that time I was already married and I had children. I have a child, and I don't know about you, but have you ever felt like, you know, there were times when you had money and you know you had friends and all that kind of thing, but when you were facing challenges and when you were down, your friends all disappear, or the people that you were in connection with before, they just don't want to have anything to do with you. They avoid your calls. Yeah.
They disappear,
I know
yeah.
there's that one type of person,
Yeah.
and then there's another type of person that when I go through challenges, instead of helping, they make things worse. They say hurtful things. They say, you see, you should have done this. I told you so. Or they block you from wanting to do something. If you say you have some ideas, you want to do something, and instead of offering help or solutions or say, no, I cannot help you, they block you. Yeah? I don't know if you have met people like that, and I have met people like that. Yeah. And the third type of people that I've also met is when I was going through challenges, they just want to help me with no strings attached. They don't even want any of their money back or any return of, you know, any return of favors. And I did ask, and sometimes I did offer, I want to give back the money, and they will be like, no, that was a giving, right? Whether it's a connection, whether it's an investment, whether it's money, whether it's something that can help me, yeah. And at that time, I told myself, when I get out of that problem, I want to be that third type of person where I will be able to give and support and help and not really expect anything from that person directly to solve my problems. And that was my intention, you know, when I said that. And then of course when I went through life and I went to KL, we faced challenges, money problems. I came to Kuala Lumpur at that time after SARS, you know, the challenges I had before I started the current business that I have. I only had 2 ringgit in my wallet, right? And I will share with you on another live or another time where how I got that 2 ringgit to 20,000, right? But when I came out of those challenges, and I was basically, you know, I was not say I was comfortable yet, but I was still, you know, developing and growing my business and all that. I still remember that thought I said to myself, where I want to be that third type of person, and that was when we had the opportunity of helping babies in orphanages. We started that, and I saw our relationship changed. And then we went into the intention of helping the homeless, and that was back in 2008. 2008, and that was when I remember the newspaper article Zilkat, you know, from New Straits Times, where there were homeless children. We found there were homeless children in Chowkit, and we said, how can we help? Because Chowkit was like 15 minutes away from our house, and in our faith, in our religion also, if we are full and our neighbors go hungry, you know, you'll be accountable for that, right? And I was saying they're practically our neighbors. There's only 15 minutes away, and I didn't know there were homeless children. And I, coming from Singapore, I didn't have that reality, you know. So living here in Malaysia, I said there were homeless children, and that intention that I set. And also at that time, I found a video of Narayanan Krishnan. If some of you have attended my training, I always show the video of Narayanan Krishnan in India, and I was inspired by his work. And I said, how can I also do that in Malaysia?
Maybe want to tell a bit of what Narayanan Krishnan does.
He feeds the homeless back in 2002. I think he started.
He's a chef, right?
He was a chef, and then and he
working in a 5-star restaurant.
A 5-star hotel.
And he stopped everything just to feed the homeless. When he saw, when he went to his hometown, he saw somebody eating his own waste because he don't even have enough money to eat food, right?
And the thing is, people around, the heart is so hardened, where it becomes so normal, where you see poor people, you just ignore them, or you see somebody in need, it's like, oh, we're so used to it.
Or somebody else will help them, it's okay.
Or sometimes they even say bad things about people who are oppressed or who are in need. So that is something that we still see now. We still physically see now, where we can see oppression in front of us, or people going through challenges, and other people say they deserve it. You know, and it's something that is just you know, I find that how did we get there, right? And one of the reasons why I created also a social impact in my life and in my business is because I realized why the world is like going through chaos, and there are people, the planet is having climate problems, animals are abused, people are abused, or there's so much imbalance right now, and it's because us humans are not in balance ourselves. And I saw the need in that, and that is why the love and respect topic started to come into my work. And even though I teach grooming, I started with image grooming, teaching people how to wear makeup. I also incorporated the values of love and respect. And from there, through word of mouth, people say, oh, can we do a more holistic one involving image transformation? So I have a program called Personal Image Empowerment. And from then, I also started doing other topics like customer service. And I found that when leadership or when organizations change, what they do also changes. And I started to see more people also started to be inspired. And I've had students come join us in the past, doing street feeding with us, and they said their lives changed, their business changed, their happiness changed, their relationships have transformed because they have added that value of giving and helping others at the same time.
I remember one story, maybe you want to share that story, it's quite amazing, which I also share on social media, like there's one story where a homeless person actually gave Mushida money. Maybe you want to share that story?
That is amazing.
And then what happened to her after that is quite amazing story.
Because I made a relationship. I built a relationship with one of the homeless ladies because I found that she's very educated, but because of circumstances, and when we first met her, we were in a restaurant somewhere in Chowkit, and she happened to be walking past. She said hello, and I said hello, and then she gave me her contact, and then she said she's she's going homeless, she's going through this, but she's not asking for help. She said she's fed already, she's brought her child to the restaurant, somebody contributed. So I was like, okay, why not I meet up with you another time to see how I can support you. So there was one time when I went over, and she was saying she needed some money to buy in clothes, so that she can
do business, right?
She can do business, and she asked me for if I had the funds for her to buy some, cloth, so she can sell hijab and she can sell clothes and all that, And she said I can make maybe about $500. I think that's enough for me to be able to stay in a hotel. And when I first met her, I was already, I was visiting her. She was staying in a hotel already, a budget hotel, and she said she's got some money at that time, to be able to stay for about 1 or 2 nights with a baby. And then I was like, I say, okay, that's great. And I said, I don't have the money to pass to you now. I have to leave because it was like almost evening, almost Maghrib time. And I said, I have to leave. I'll come back another time. But I can go to the ATM now if you want to wait. And she was saying, now ATM? She said, no, it's not safe. It's very dangerous. And then I said, she was asking me, you don't have any cash with you right now? And I was like, no, I've got no cash with me right now. I didn't. Then she said, then how do you, where do you park? I said, in front, And then she said, do you have cash for that? I said, I don't have cash for that, but that's why I'll go to the ATM. I can give you the money and then I'll pay my car park. And she said, no, now is not a good time to go there. It's dangerous, to be on the safe side. Then she said, never mind. And she looked at her wallet, and she's got some money, and she
not
said,
much, but she has some money to give you for the parking.
She said she gave me 20 ringgit. I'm like, are you sure? You were just asking me for money to invest in some cloth so that you can make your sale. And she said, but you need the money more right now. And then I'm like, I've got money in the bank, I just need to go to the ATM. But she was like, no, you need the money now. Go to the car, then after that, go home first. We'll meet another time. She said that it's okay. If the money is meant for me, it'll come. And then I was like, as she gave me, this homeless lady gave me 20 ringgit. And true enough, when I left and I drove out, the parking was like 6 ringgit. And I was like, I had no money with me. And I was like, with that 20 ringgit, I had some change back and everything. So after that, a few days later, managed to call her, and then she was telling me, oh, she got sponsored. Somebody gave her name to an organization to help low-income single mothers, and she was going to be promoting the hotel, banquet sales and all that, and they give her.
She got a job.
Yeah,
Right?
she's got a job, and they got a house, a housing, and even daycare for the baby. And she was saying, oh, it's okay, you can keep the money, it's all right, I found a job already, she's fine. And then she continued, and then we didn't keep in touch. A couple of months later, her PA called me, to invite me to the hotel that she is in. And she said, like, I'm working for this lady because, I was like, what? She is already a manager because of the number of sales she's promoting, the rooms that she managed to sell through the phone. She secured some sales and she's got into management position, and she even have an assistant to call me, to invite me. And at that time I was busy traveling, I couldn't go, but I was like so grateful, and I was so impressed, and that was all in less than a year. And I found that, I don't know if you've heard about this, but giving and receiving is an energy and a law of universe. What you give, you will receive. What you give out in the energy, energetically, you will receive. And why people always struggle with this is because of their belief, their faith, their energy. And that's why I talk a lot about money mindset. And money mindset is not just about, oh, you think about money and you'll get money. No, it is that belief, that faith, that energy of allowing money to flow within you.
Giving as well, right?
Yeah, and that is where the social impact comes in. People with a limited money mindset will not be able to do this job, and they will be complaining the same thing over and over again about why the government not helping, why the economy is like this country is like that, that's why it's like that. They will complain everything on why they are not attracting money. But when you are in flow energetically, and that is where the social impact comes in. And why I talk about social impact in business is get that energy within your business. Your business will be radiating that energy. Your business will be radiating that brand. You will be radiating that brand. And this all involves in a lot of things, including the community you are with, the people you work with, the surroundings you are with, the people that you serve, the impact that you change. So this is what social impact can bring. And that's why this Sunday we are having this topic on the importance of social impact in your business and life, and I will be giving a lot more stories, a lot more examples.
Some of the things that you actually can get through social impact as well, right?
And also the steps. Some people say, I want to do, I wish I had. What do you have to do to start off first? It all starts with you. Whether you want to look at other people and say, oh, I wish, and then after that you do not apply that, or do you say, I am ready and I am willing to add value to this world, because how I live is how my children will see me, how people will see me, how my clients get attracted to me, how my workers will behave, and also start to resonate with the kind of suppliers that you will start attracting will also shift. And that's why I highly recommend that this Sunday, come
you're doing through Zoom
and join us through Zoom. Go and
DM us. We give you the link for you to register. Of course, there's a price to it. Just DM us for the price. We give a few things as well. Like we have a mentorship program where we focus on 4 areas. One is the personal growth, which is outside development, also income growth. If you want to grow your income, in whether you're in business or you are doing, you have a career, want to grow your business. And also we also talk about the link between social impact and miracle money, right? Mushida is very good at this, because we have seen over the years, in even our own experience, when we have nothing, we are down, we have nothing, and it's like looks like it's impossible to get any money, any funding or money even for ourselves. When we do social impact, the miracle money will come. Sometimes money will not come from your own efforts. Like I do this business, I get this money. I work, I get this money. But money will come from suddenly somebody say, okay, I want to give you this money for you to do whatever you want to do with it. Whether it's your social impact or whether they give us money. And sometimes the money is like not like 10. Like sometimes we get 5 ringgit, 10 ringgit. Sometimes it's like even thousands of dollars people give to us because they see we are doing social impact. They trust us, and the energy is actually the energy of social impact will pull the abundance towards you that a lot of people don't understand. They think that they give money, their money will be gone. They will not have enough money for themselves, but they don't understand the law. Like every time you give $1, you will actually get tenfold of that is a law already. That you give RM1, you get 10 ringgit back. And when for us over the years after doing social impact, it's not logical when you give so much money and you think that you're gonna have no money, but money just comes in for our whatever we want to do. Like we will share maybe in the next few sharings, right? We share about like what we did, right? Some incidents that impossible to get money, but when we do for social impact, we actually get the money in a very short time, and that's where we specialize in personal growth. We talk about the link to miracle money. How do you want to get that miracle money in a very short time? It's also linked to social impact.
Yeah, I do have a coaching on that as well, Miracle Money Attractor.
Yeah.
So that one also, and it does not just involve thinking or talking about money or doing. It is a whole energy that you carry as a person, and how you live your life, how you create impact through your business, and to create impact through your life, right? I've had some people ask me, Mushida, I don't have a business, so this whatever you are promoting not relevant for me lah. But how how can I support you and all that? It's just you don't even have to have a business, right? It is through
you don't
your
even have
life.
to have a lot of money or resources. You just have to have the intention to start. Then somehow the doors will open.
And that exchange of energy, where you are going to receive the information, because sometimes they're just not willing to invest in themselves also to learn. And I've seen this is also an exchange of energy where you want everything free, and then you expect things to fall on your lap. This is also that behavior, that energy, that mindset that you are living here on earth, and that is what you will also be receiving. And this is something I will be sharing also in my coaching, and it is strategic based, because some people were saying, don't you have strategies? There is going to be strategies, and there is work to be done, there is effort to be done. It is not something that you just think it is going to fall on your lap. You have to work, but it is very strategic, it is very conscious, and it is also something that will be adding value to create change in your life and in the impact of the good of the people and planet. And that's what our goal is. I mean, how many years are we going to be living here on earth? I mean, if Allah gives me a life that is like 100, I think maximum, how many more years is that, So that is like, if you are given that number of years. But through now, as we are alive, we are able to do some effort, some exchange, some impact, some effect of your worth in this life. Let's do something about it, because life is a gift given to us by our Creator. What good are we giving in this world?
One of the reasons why, like the importance of social impact, right? It must be like, for us, we set our intention that we don't do it for social impact to get a name, to be a glamour, to get things in return. What we do is we do it sincerely. We do it for our Creator, Allah, and then we do it because we want to help others. We know how difficult, we have been through that, we know how difficult it is, and we want to help others. Somehow when you have the right intention, then you attract the right people with you, because we have made the same mistake as well. We were just chasing after money, chasing after to wealth or whatever we wanted to get, but then we meet all the wrong people. We got cheated and all this. So then we decided that's not a very good strategy. You may have a lot of money, but in a short while it can just disappear because you get sabotaged, you get cheated. So when we added the social impact part, we attracted the right of the people that we wanted, the good-hearted people who wanted to help others, people who has a lot of money, but they want to do something with their money, but they don't know how to do it. They also maybe they have been cheated. They give to charity organization, and the charity organization did not give their money to the beneficiaries, for example. So like for us, we have a very clear strategy that if you wanna, you can do it yourself. We teach you on how you can do so, or you can be part of what we are doing for our cause, and then you can start that way and learn along the process as well.
That's so true. Okay, so thank you so much.
People,
when I was talking to you and Zil was talking, you know what Yatsop was doing just now? He was just staring. He was just staring at me. Looking
hello,
for some
Yatsop.
attention. Look over there, Yatsop.
I can see, no? Can see, yeah. So it's actually one of our horses, which is an X-ray. This is one of our social impact as well.
Yeah.
We actually rescue X-ray horses from Singapore. They cannot race anymore. So if they cannot race, sometimes as young as 6-7 years old, they have been deleted. Right, so that's why we actually adopt them and then give them a second chance in life. And then we found these very amazing stables at Tanjung Bidara Stables. So the stables are very clean. We love the owners. They are very good friends with us. They have the same alignment. They also do charity. They're very spiritual. So we keep our horses here, and then our goal is to give them the best life, not just to give them and then they can just live. We don't care about their food, we don't give about their well-being, but we really take care of them in terms of food, their exercise, where they get to go out, they go to nature, they're very happy. In fact, after this, in this evening, we're going to bring them out for a trail ride, walk.
Nice walk.
Yeah.
Can you move the chair a little bit so Yaksop be the... He looks like he really wants to be in the camera. He wants to be. Yes. Can you say yes? Can you say hello? Not your head? Not?
Yeah, not. Yeah. So Yaksop is, I think now 8 years old, right? 8 years old. Yeah, 8 years old. So he's 8 years old. So then, once we save him, right, horses are very grateful animals. Right? Once you save them, they are very. You can feel the gratitude. They want to serve. So like the same energy when we apply it to human beings as well. Right? When we apply good energy, social impact, we actually get the same returns. Right? And horses are very good spiritual beings, and they also heal human beings as well. A lot of things like when we have depression, stress. Even people with autism, with ADHD and all this can actually be healed by horses. That's another topic that we also teach in our mentorship, that if you want to be healed through all this, you also do that, because one of the reasons why people cannot attract wealth is also because they have a lot of inner trauma, inner conflicts, blocks that they cannot attract the wealth. So they must do healing to once you release the whatever blocks you have, then you start seeing, like we saw people in our students or our people who are in our mentorship. They actually suddenly their business grew. They got awards. They got scholarship for their business. They got investors and all that. So it's actually a lot of miracles happening. We cannot tell in this short time, but we will continue the story later on to tell you more about what we are doing. You know,
so
like keep in touch with our social media, follow us, and then keep in touch, DM us, and then follow our social. We share a lot about our journey with horses, with social impact and all that.
Yeah, and then Zil will also be sharing more about the link for us for you to join in this Sunday's session.
You can DM us, and then we will give you the link for you to join on the social impact. And then what you actually get could be actually offering a lot of things, right? Of course there'll be a charge, because part of the proceeds we're going to give to low income as well as we want to be able to create bigger things. So that's why. So just DM us, and we will tell you the link for you to join the session this Sunday.
Alright, so with that, thank you. Have a great evening, everybody.
Thank you. I just say hello. Area mana tu? Somebody ask. Area ni dekat Tanjung Bidara Stable, dekat Melaka. Dekat Melaka lah. Boleh datang sini, ada stable kuda. Jadi kalau minat nak tengok kuda, nak riding pun ada, boleh datang sini lah. Kita ada 2 kuda kat sini. Yaksop dengan Luhai sebelah sana, tak nampak dia kan. So boleh datang sini lah, boleh ride semua.
Manja.
Ya. Tempat ni stable lah, memang dalam 11 kuda lah. Kalau nak tengok, saya tunjuk dia punya arena dia. Ni Yaksop. Yaksop. Dia memang manja, Yaksop ni. Manja tu Luhai sebelah sana, tak nampak dia tengah sebelah facing sana kan. Then since all the other stables, kuda-kuda lain, lebih kurang ada 11 kuda lah. It's a private stable, tapi kita buka juga lah untuk riding semua. Ada beach ride, ada trail ride, ada orang kalau nak belajar naik kuda pun. Then the best is tempat ni, dia tak tinggal, kuda tak duduk dalam stable je, kita bagi dia keluar kan? Bagi dia keluar. Dan kat Johor, boleh lah datang Melaka. Melaka boleh datang. Kalau nak cuti kat Melaka, boleh datang visit Tanjung Bidara. Kita datang at least once a week. Visit kita orang duduk KL, tapi kita orang visit at least once a week. We datang sini untuk tengok kita kuda. So bolehlah join, kalau nak datang bagi tahu DM kita orang, kita boleh show you around this place. Tour tempat ni memang best lah. Arena kat belakang dia very nice environment. Dia macam kawasan kampung. And then kawasan ni, land ni dia isolated daripada jalan raya, jadi tak ada kereta masuk keluar, tak ada, memang best lah, very clean air kan. Ni so, and then kalau you tengok sebelah sana ada lot of other horses, bagi diorang bagi keluar, bagi diorang lari-lari sampai time makan, diorang sendiri akan balik, diorang tahu time makan. Sekejap lagi time makan lah, pukul 12 lebih kan. I kalau ride kuda favourite boleh lah datang Tanjung Bidara. And then kita pun ada banyak ride keliling Malaysia. Jadi we boleh recommend lah kalau you nak ride mana-mana pun kita boleh recommend. Even in Desaru kita ada kawan yang ada stable, ada farm, dia ada kuda juga. Ni tu one of the horses. Baru balik ni Jasmine. Dia Jasmine baru balik. Baru dia orang bila time makan, dia orang tahu tempat dia orang. Dia orang boleh tahu stable sendiri. Dia orang akan pergi sana. Dia orang akan pergi sendiri stable dia. Dia tahu. Dia pergi dia orang lari keluar happy makan rumput. Dan bila time makan dia orang balik. Ni Jasmine. Ni Jasmine. Ni Jasmine. Jasmine tahu. Itulah. Okay, so thank you semua joining hari ni Jane. So keep in touch, follow Mushidah punya TikTok ni, and then after that DM us to continue the conversation. Okay, so I say goodbye for now. Kita pun dah nak balik our homestay. We stay homestay dekat this area. So so petang ni kita akan pergi trail ride lah, bawa dia orang masuk hutan area side kan. Kita pun healing untuk diri kita, and then at the same time the horse pun suka, dia memang enjoy kalau keluar dalam hutan semua. So kalau you all minat nak belajar, actually kalau kita mula-mula tak payah nak laju-laju dengan kuda. If you can learn to ride, boleh control steering, boleh control the reins, then after that you boleh walk, and kita boleh ikut kita masuk dalam hutan, just jalan je kan, just jalan, and then memang healing sangat lah tempat ni. So that's why we choose this place. Very nice owners, and then tempat ni bersih kan. Jadi okay lah, alhamdulillah. So thank you everybody, thank you Andy, thank you Muhammad for commenting. Okay everybody, okay, Assalamualaikum and have a great day everyone. Mushidah, say bye. Bye. Yaso and Luhai say bye. Yang tengah makan hay tu. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Have a great day.